Good afternoon, everybody from social isolation. No, I'm not isolating myself because I don't have any symptoms and nor does the rest of my family. But I'm in my room and I thought I'd cheer you up with a little video. And what is the subject? Well, the subject is movie review time, Uncut Gems. Directed by, and I need to check my notes here, Benny Safdie and Josh Safdie. No, me neither. What's it like? Is it any good? Should you spend your money? Stick around and you'll find out. Now, the first thing to say is, under the present government advice, you should not go to the cinema. And the great thing about Uncut Gems is it's not on at the cinema. So should you spend your money? Well, you should spend your money if you want to have a Netflix subscription. And if you don't have a Netflix subscription, you can't watch Uncut Gems. Now, Uncut Gems has been out for a little while, and I have a feeling it was out actually last year, 2019. It's now 2020. So I'm getting around to watching it a little bit late. Watched it last night with my son Joel. We didn't go to the cinema because we can't go to the cinema. We stayed indoors, we turned out all the lights, put the big telly on, and we watched the film. So what's it like? Well, the first thing to say is, after about 10 minutes, I said to my son, I'm not really enjoying this, are you? And he said, shut up, Dad, give it a bit more time. Now, one of the reasons I wasn't enjoying it is, unusually for a film these days, the credits are at the beginning. And the credits went on and on and on. And the film had started. Well, there were preliminary scenes, but you know, when you get to a certain age like me, you're not sure, do I read the credits so that I get to the point where it says directed by Benny Safdie and Josh Safdie, or do I watch what's happening on the screen? And then, as I say, if you're of a certain age, it can be difficult to do both. So I got to about 10 minutes in, and the fucking, pardon my language, credits, well, if you watch the film, you'll see, don't bother to pardon my language, but when I got about 10 minutes in, I thought, these fucking credits are going on forever. When is something actually going to happen in this film when there isn't writing on the screen? Anyway, it did start happening then. Now, what's the film about? It's about Adam Sandler, who plays Howard, who is a New York Jew, and that's quite important for the script. And he's a jeweler, and for various reasons, in various ways, he gets hold of a black opal, or an uncut black opal. In other words, a big piece of rock which he gets through nefarious, possibly nefarious means from the miners in Ethiopia who mined it. And this is going to solve all of his financial problems. And the reason he's got financial problems is he's an inveterate and compulsive gambler. So he runs a jewelry store. Any money he makes, he gambles. He loses money quite a lot. And when he loses money, he borrows it from other people, and he borrows it from people who aren't very nice. And they want it back. And so the whole film is about Howard's journey and ultimately Howard's end. A little E.M. Forster reference there, but you'll have to watch the film to work out what it actually means. And does he find redemption? Does he get the money? Does he get the girl? Does he keep the girl? Does he solve all his financial problems? Does he live happily ever after with his wife? Well, you have to watch it and see. Now, it's filmed in a style, I don't know how you describe this style, but it's quite a distinctive style. First of all, the dialogue is multi-layered. And again, if you're a certain age like me, you have trouble following the dialogue because everybody's talking at once and they're all waving their hands around and they're talking very quickly. And there is unbelievable use of fuck, motherfucker, cocksucker, fucking cocksucking, motherfucking cocksucking, fuck, and the N-word. Now, you'd think as the N-word appears in this film about 150 times, and the word fuck and fucking and cocksucker and motherfucker appears in this film about 1,000 times. The only film that I've watched recently where the words cocksucker, motherfucking, cocksucker, blah, 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 appear even more often is in The Irishman. And this is that a racial element? No, one shouldn't say that. The Irishman is full of swearing. This film, which is about Jews, New York Jews, and blacks, I won't use the N-word, is constant swearing. And I've got to say, I mean, I'm a person who swears a lot. And if you watch any of my videos, you'll probably see that I do swear a lot. But I don't swear all the time. And in this film, they swear all the time. Everybody swears all the time, and it gets a little bit wearing. So it's a very fast moving film. There's a lot of jump cutting, there's a lot of overlaid dialogue, there's a lot of things happening at once. You've got to pay attention to the screen. But did I like it? Yes, I did like it, actually. After I got over those first 10 minutes, and occasionally both me and my son, and he's 19, so he's well up on these kind of things, we had to pause the film and say, what happened there, and did you understand what that character did, or do you understand why he actually owes that guy some money, and how much money did he actually know, and how much money does he need to get from this particular bet so he can pay that guy back. Anyway, some of those things we struggled with. It doesn't really matter. There are some fabulous scenes in the film, and one of the closing scenes where Howard has laid a very big bet on the outcome of a basketball match while some baddies for various reasons are holed up keeping an eye on him, and he's watching the match played out on the screen, and if certain things happen then he's going to win big, and if certain things don't happen he's not going to win big, and he overlays while watching this film with a commentary on what's happening. I'm not going to try and repeat his accent. I'm not going to try and repeat what he says. There's a lot of fucking, a lot of fucking, a lot of cocksucking, a lot of does he use the N-word? My son says he doesn't use the N-word, but lots of other people use the N-word. Anyway, that scene I thought was brilliant. There's a couple of bits in it. The film is, on the whole, it's probably too long. There are some kind of swirly, psychedelic, kind of weird scenes where they do a kind of close-up into the opal. This fascinating light into the opal, and the camera goes into the rock and it dives into the opal, and then it swirls around like that. And then there's a scene where he's having I think he's having a colonoscopy. It's never actually quite clear why he's having a colonoscopy, but they kind of cut from the inside of this opal to the inside of his colon and his bowel, and the camera goes around like that, and then at the end, for various reasons, it goes in again, and it swirls around on the inside of his body, and that's how the film does. So there's these three kind of distinct but overlaid but very similar kind of scenes where the camera goes in really close. So it's very cleverly done, it's very nicely done, it's an enjoyable film, it's fast moving. Would I have gone and seen it in the cinema? It's difficult to say, actually, and Netflix films. I've seen some really good Netflix films recently. I saw The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, I think, on Netflix. Really enjoyed that. And I saw, what is that? I saw True Grit, which I know wasn't a Netflix film. It was a Coen Brothers film, which I happened to see on Netflix. I really enjoyed that. So, should you go and see it? Well, you can only go and see it if you've got Netflix. You can't leave the house, so you can't go to the cinema anyway. If you've got Netflix, yes, I would say watch it. You'll enjoy. If you're of a certain age, if you're over 70 and you're self-isolating, then I'm not sure Uncut Gems is for you. If you're a teenager, if you're a boy, if you're a girl, yeah, I think it would appeal to girls just as much. If you're in your 20s, yes. If you're in your 30s, yes. If you're in your 40s, yes. If you say that, it probably tails off. So as coronavirus affects people older even more, this film would probably be enjoyed by older people even less, even though I'm 65 and I enjoyed the film. But not everybody thinks the same way as I do. A lot of people thought 1917 was a brilliant film. I thought it was a pile of wank. But there you go. Uncut Gems, it's a good film. Spend your money, get a Netflix subscription, watch it. You've got nothing else to do for the next 4 months, 18 months, God knows how long you're stuck in your house. You might as well watch the telly. And if I get an opportunity, I'll try and make you some more videos to entertain you. Now, if you like these videos, please subscribe, please like, please share it. If you want to see some of my other videos, you can see links to them up there, or you can see links to them up there, or you can just hunt around on my video channel. Take care, hope you don't get coronavirus, and if you do, hope it doesn't affect you too badly or your family. Hope you can get some toilet roll, hope you can get some hand sanitizer, but it's more important to wash your hands for 20 seconds and sing happy birthday twice. See you next time.